Hello everyone, welcome to Tilia's Natural Soaps. Today in the lab I will be making my black raspberry vanilla soap. I have my oils all in my pan. My pot right here is already melted and cooled down. I also have my lye water here. Have my gloves. I put on long sleeves. So I'm going to mix my lye water in here. Put this out of the way. And I'm going to do a light trace because I am doing 3 colors here. And when you're doing your trace, you got to make sure all your oils is incorporated in. You don't want any oils floating on top like it is now. But I don't want to do a light trace. I don't want it so thick where I can't mix up my colors because I have to pour them in my containers. And because it was so hot outside today, I did mix my lye water outside because of the fumes. But I also set it in, after I mixed it very well, I set it in a bucket with some ice around it. Because it would have never cooled off or cooled down. Make sure you get the bottom. Stir very well. Okay. And because I haven't used this soap in a while, this fragrance in a while, I can't remember if it traced quickly or not, but we want to get it started. So basically, right now we have soap. Not usable soap, but it's soap. So I'm going to pour this in my 3 containers. I want them all to have the same amount in except for the black. And for the black, I'm actually using, not black, the pink. And for the black, I'm actually using activated charcoal because of the simple fact I don't want my charcoal, sometimes when you use, this is my purple, I'm using pink, this Bath Bomb pink, and I'm also going to use some sparkling pink to tone it down. And then I'm using black. Put a little bit more in here. I usually put some stuff in here to make this a white, but I'm not going to do it. Not today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix these up. Put the scent in. And yes, I eyeball because I've done this enough where and then I'll put more of the scent in there. So I'm going to start with the pink first because it's lighter. Make sure you get all the colors off the sides. You want to make sure all the colors are off the side. So this is well mixed. Get it all out of the stick blender. Move this to the side. I'm going to do my purple. I'm going to make sure my purple is all mixed in as well, because I want clumps of color, because they will tend to stick to the side. So you want to make sure all your stuff is well incorporated. So here's my purple. Then I'm going to mix my black. Like I said, for my black, I'm using activated charcoal. And I want to make sure it's enough black in here, because I don't want this turning gray. Activated charcoal is good for your skin. I can use my regular black dioxide soap, oxide, or whatever you want to call it. But sometimes, well, this doesn't do it, my black dye, but sometimes you got to be careful of your manufacturer, because you can put the film on your skin. That's why I tell people, when you buy black soap, you got to make sure you buy correct soap. Because sometimes black soap could be just black dye in a soap, and it's not your traditional black soap. Black soap comes black, which is from the coconut ashes. Or your black soap can be brown, which they call it the doo-doo soap. And that is a brown color. That's more like the banana leaves, the ashes from the banana leaves. So if you don't have that on your label, you got it. So I'm going to rinse this all. All this stuff is all mixed up. So here's my base. Let me wipe this soap up. So I'm going to put my scent in the base. You want to make sure your scent is well incorporated, because you don't want any fragrance oil sitting on the top of your soap. And make sure you put in the correct amount, because you don't want your soap to be fragrance heavy or fragrance oil heavy and it sits on the top. Okay, that's nice and mixed. 1 second. Okay, I got everything mixed in. So here are my 5-pound silicone molds. And I do, like I said, I have a really big mold that I can use, because this soap sells a lot. Even though I look at it as a spring and summer soap, it sells all year round. So I always try to keep this in stock. So here's my colors I'm pouring in. My white base. Let me move it so you can see. So here is It's getting thick already. I have to loosen it up. There's my black. Loosen up the black. And this is going to be a hanger swirl. Usually I do a in the pot. I should have did it in the pot swirl. Here's my pink. And I'm going to leave a little bit so I can put some little swirls on the top of the soap. Put in some more purple. And do the white. Just a little layer on top. And I think I forgot that this only do 2.5 molds, but what I'll do is I'll just cut them thick. I always try to do my soap like 5 ounces or more. You make soap or any product, make sure you got one of these spatulas. Because you don't want to leave anything or waste. Okay, wipe off my hand, and I'm going to tap this down. Tap this one down, and this. Alright guys, 1 second. So this is my hanger swirl. You really don't know what they're going to look like until you cut it. And I can use this small one as a sample. Okay. Clean my mess up over here. Take my little stick. This is nothing but a little bamboo skewer. I'm going to get all the soaps off the sides. So, 1 second. Clean up my mess. Okay, I've got my little purple that I'm going to put on top here and here. I don't really need that much. It's got a lot of purple in it. And what I did, guys, I paused the camera a little bit. So what I did was I took and put some of the small batch in here so they can be a full-size bar. Because, you know, I have customers like, why this is not as tall as this soap? And you try to explain to them, it's not as tall, but it's wide. And they still have the same weight. I weigh each bar soap and try to cut them the same. You might get something a little bit bigger, but I try to give them the same because I do have a soap cutting tool. So there's that. My black, I dribbled on it. So here's my pink. Like I said, this is black raspberry vanilla. One day I'm going to go live. I'm so afraid to go live, you guys. I don't know why, but I am. People could be shady, messy boots in the comments. I don't know. Maybe one day I'll do it. Here's my stick again. So what I'll do is just do little twirls on top. Nothing's, you know. Mix these up just like a little kaleidoscope. Nothing fancy. And do this one the same way. Sometimes I'll let it sit and get a little hard, and then I do swirls, well, spoon scoops or whatever you want to call it, waves. Let me do this one. I think I need to tap this down some. And when you tap it, you're getting the air bubbles out. And when you do this, you're really supposed to have on goggles or glasses. And I don't have on neither. Don't have my glasses on and don't have my goggles on. So I'm breaking the soap rules 101. Always protect yourself. Because you don't want to lie in your face. Okay, and I'm going to let you guys see what this looks like after I finish swirling it on the top. So, here you go. I don't know if you can see it. So that's what it looks like. Hold on, let me see if I can take this off. Okay, here is my soap. I'm going to put like one towel over top of this. It's really hot, so I don't have to insulate it a whole lot. Some people stick theirs in the oven, turn the oven on, and then turn it off. But I'm not doing all that. It's like 95 degrees outside. And it's kind of warm in here. So I'm going to put the towel over top of this. And once it sits for at least 18 hours to 24 hours, I can go ahead and cut it. And I will come back with a cutting video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Share my videos. Thanks for watching. Tilly's Natural Soaps. Toodles.